Coming up on Tiger News, learn about the events that are happening this week as it's officially homecoming week on the campus of the University of Memphis.
And also, with the election of a new president just weeks away, we went around campus to get student reactions on who they would like to see be the new Commander-in-Chief of the United States. Stay with us.
Good morning and welcome to Tiger News. I'm Tiara Perry.
And I'm Tandia Bowie. Thank you for joining us.
The University of Memphis Alumni Association hosted a homecoming kickoff for all students, faculty, and staff. The event included a DJ, painters, and a mechanical bull for students to ride. Memphis Palm and Pouncer hyped the crowd up to get them in the mood for a successful homecoming week. The Student Activities Council passed out flyers that listed the events starting with the comedy show Monday night to the football game on Saturday. Students were in for a treat if they stayed until the end because it was revealed that the fountain water would be blue all week in honor of homecoming. There will be a parade and pep rally on Friday at 5:30 p.m. Students are encouraged to wear Memphis Tiger Blue all week long.
The University of Memphis journalism students have the opportunity to participate in a special event. Election Land is coming to Memphis. The university is one of just a few schools across the country that will be holding election poll screenings on Election Day, November 8th. One of the school's journalism classrooms will be set up like a newsroom where students will use social media to report inconsistencies at voting polls. The newsroom will be open all Election Day for students that have shifts to come in and work. And now for more on the election, here's Tiger News' Adam Christopher.
While University of Memphis students celebrate this week and prepare to cast their votes in the election for homecoming court, a more important election is less than 2 weeks away. The race for president between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton is coming to a close, and an election that has revolved around everything from deleted emails by one candidate to the other refusing to say that he would accept the outcome if he lost. This election has seen its fair share of controversies. Still, there are important issues that one UofM student would like to see addressed.
School. Tuition is high. I would like to see universities to be free. I really do. You have to pay too much money just to get an education.
Hall says that no one should overlook the importance of voting.
I think that you should really consider voting because it's very important, and I feel like people have really fought for us to vote. So it's really important for us to vote.
Polls are open on November 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Early arrival is encouraged as multiple agencies are expecting record turnouts. For Tiger News, I'm Adam Christopher.
St. Jude's Up Till Dawn fundraiser is well underway, and students on campus are finding different ways to benefit from the organization. Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity will hold an annual haunted house benefiting the local Children's Research Hospital on Thursday, October 27th, and Friday, October 28th. The address for the event is 3586 Midland Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee. For more information regarding the haunted house, please contact Sigma Phi member John Harris at jhrrson3@memphis.edu.
South Main was flooded this weekend with Memphians looking to purchase artwork from artists from across the country. South Main's 10th annual River Arts Fest wrapped up Sunday with a big turnout. Whether it was listening to local musicians or stopping by the beer garden, hundreds of art connoisseurs attended the event. More than 200 artists from across the country came out for the festival to show off and sell their latest pieces. The Arts Fest has become the largest outdoors juried artist market and urban street festival in the Mid-South. When we come back, hear from sports reporter Ryan Glover, who sits down with Memphis Grizzlies reporter Michael Wallace. Guys, get you set for the upcoming season, which is just days away.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Thanks.
The 2016-17 season for the Memphis Grizzlies is right around the corner. Opening night is scheduled for October 26 at home versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's safe to say the offseason for the Grizzlies has been a very interesting one. Here to break it all down is senior editor, contributor, and analyst for the Grind City Media at Grizzlies.com, Michael Wallace. Michael, thanks for joining us. How are you?
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Chandler Parsons, that's obviously
Yes.
the big acquisition of the summer, arguably the biggest acquisition in Memphis history, all the way back from Tony Allen and, of course, Vince Carter a couple of years back. But Grizzlies fans are a little concerned. It was going to be maybe 6 weeks where he was going to be coming back from the knee operation. But now we're talking almost 7 months and still hasn't played 1 minute in the single preseason. So what are your thoughts?
It's tough. I have talked to Chandler about that, and Chandler would like to take back that 6 week time frame that eventually or ultimately got out there. Knees are tricky. Knees are tricky, especially for a guy who hadn't gone through some of the knee issues that other guys have gone through in the past. What I can say is that he's out there working, every day. He's conditioning every day. If you come to the games early enough, you'll see him do his on-court work. And he's cutting, he's shooting. I wouldn't say, I can't put a time frame on it because David Fizdale is not putting a time frame on it. But he will be available for the Grizzlies at some point. I would think in November, early November, if not the season opener.
See, Zach Randolph, clearly one of the best players in franchise history, now making the transition over to the bench role. Dale from day one said, Zebo, you're coming off the bench. And he bought into it day one. It's all about the team. So we're going to see the big guys shooting a little bit more outside shots with Marc Gasol and Zebo. So how do you think Zebo and Marc are going to adapt to maybe not playing all the time together?
Well, they are going to get some minutes together, but David Fizdale came right in and he was honest and upfront. He was transparent. He was direct. And he dealt with those guys man to man. And you have to respect that as a player. One of the things that David Fizdale came into Memphis with was a reputation for being an excellent communicator. Whether it was with superstars like LeBron James and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade he had in Miami, or maybe some role players along the way, like a Kirk Heinrich or some of the guys he had in Atlanta. And to come in and respect Zebo enough to say, hey, listen, this is what my plan for you is. And this is how you're going to flourish in this plan. Just buy in and trust me, and you're going to be able to do everything that you've wanted to do. I'm not taking anything away from you other than hearing your name mentioned among the starting lineup.
Well, for Tiger News, that's Michael Wallace. I'm Ryan Glover. Thank you.
The Memphis Tigers lost to the Navy Midshipmen this past Saturday, 42-28, in battle for first place in the AAC West Division. The Midshipmen attacked the Tigers by operating an almost flawless triple option. Although UofM's quarterback Riley Ferguson had 25 of 40 completions for 333 yards, that was no match against Navy's offense, led by quarterback Will Worth. Worth only threw for 85 yards, but ran all over the Tigers' defense with over 200 yards, rushing and scoring 5 out of 6 touchdowns.
In a night dominated by the Navy offense, the Tiger offense showed a lot of firepower. Wide receiver Anthony Miller finished up with a season-high 134 yards receiving and a touchdown. Toward the end of the first quarter, redshirt freshman Tony Pollard took a kickoff 101 yards for a Memphis touchdown and gave them the lead 14-7. It was Pollard's second kickoff return touchdown of the season. He now ranks 8th in the nation in kickoff return yards. True freshman Patrick Taylor added a score of his own in the fourth quarter when he ran in from 7 yards out to cut the Memphis deficit to 7 in the late stages of the game. After a late turnover, the Tigers dropped to 5-2 and 2-1 in conference play.
It's a tough one to take. There's a lot on the line. Nothing really we could do now but move forward and get ready for Tulsa this upcoming week.
The Tigers dropped to 3rd in conference and play in Tulsa on Saturday at the Liberty Bowl. And when we come back, learn about the 16th annual breast cancer walk at Tiger Lane that happened Sunday and what you can do to help these ladies who are dealing with this awful disease.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won. What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Please have a seat. I'll be honest. Your resume, not what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need a hard worker.
Good. I've got 2 part-time jobs and to help my parents pay the bills.
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me.
It's the time of year when all pink gear and items will be worn as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Making Strides of Memphis hosted its 16th annual walk at Tiger Lane this past Sunday with a record of over 12,000 people who attended and raised over $500,000. They are helping to reduce the risk of breast cancer, providing free information, helping conducting research, and continuing to help support anyone with this disease. It is the most common cancer among women in the United States other than skin cancer. It is the second leading death in women after lung cancer, according to American Cancer Society. That's one main reason Making Strides of Memphis' goal is making sure anyone touched by this cancer will have a hand to hold through the process. For more information on how you can get involved to donate or visit for more information on how you can get involved to donate, visit their website at makingstrideswalk.org.
After years of blight and emptiness, the Highland Strip is finally back on the rise. Drivers can finally see the bright red sign as it lights up the revitalized Highland Strip. Neighbors to the University of Memphis finally have something to look forward to for the new things coming to the Strip. From newbies to an urban clothing store, the Strip is sure to be a crowd pleaser.
Raises awareness of the community around everyone. It brings up the area and kind of gets that crime out as well. Just having better buildings, better business, just a better customer bill to the area.
Rap. Just say Cam to a rap.
That's enough time. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for watching Tiger News.
Goodbye.